So now I can move up a level and share my recipe for lemon souffle cakes. These are light and airy and steamed in a bamboo steamer. Just like the sticky toffee pudding, this batter is a very soft, delicate, and wet batter. So I've got half a cup of milk, and I'll add 2 teaspoons of zest. Additionally, I'll add about a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. And the last flavor addition is a bit of lemongrass. Now this adds more of a lemon perfume to the dish. What you need to do to extract some of the juices to get that infusing into the milk is bruise it. So I use the back of the knife just until it breaks open. I'll drop that into the milk, and to draw out the flavors, heat it over low heat. So while that's slowly heating, I can ready the other elements. The dry ingredients are really quite simple. Only 1/3 of a cup of flour, all-purpose, 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and just a little pinch of salt. And I'll just stir that right now. This cake batter is very different from the sticky toffee pudding batter. It's a whipped egg batter, so it starts with 2 eggs, and I'll separate them. I'll put the whites in my mixer, and I'll work with the yolks first. So I've got the zest from the lemon infusing into the milk, but I'll add the juice to the yolks. I need 3 tablespoons. Measure that right on top of the yolks. And just whisking by hand, I'll make the yolks with the lemon juice light and frothy. There we go. Now I'll strain out that lemongrass and the larger ginger pieces. Just whisk this together. And now I sift in that small measure of flour with the sugar. By sifting the flour in with the sugar, this avoids any lumps in the cake. And I still use my whisk to stir everything together. I'll whip the whites up to a soft peak while adding the 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 spoonful at a time. There we go. Got a nice soft peak on the whites. And I'll add the whites in 2 additions and use the whisk to fold them in. So now that I've got the batter ready, it's time to bring out the steamer. A classic bamboo steamer. You can find this style of steamer at any Asian food store. And inside I have 4 dishes. A standard ramekin will work, and I've greased the inside, but also coated it with sugar. That way, when I turn out the souffle cake, it comes out easily. So you can use a spoon or an ice cream scoop and just divide the batter between the dishes. Now, I cover up the dishes. I want to make sure the bamboo steamer is closed tight and bring it over to my pot. Regardless of which pot you steam your souffle cakes in, make sure that the water is an inch below the bottom of the steamer. So now I place the steamer basket right over top, and that steam is going to go through the bottom of the steamer and steam these souffle cakes beautifully. Now, the lesson in making steam puddings to not peak applies to the bamboo steamer. But now that it's been 25 minutes, it's time to open the steamer. And look at how those souffle cakes have risen and fully set. These are ready to plate. So I'll pull it out. Run a spatula around. I can feel it loosening. And then a warm lemon dessert. Some fresh berries on the side. And see how delicate it is? That's the advantage of steaming.